Remember, the Supreme Court has also rejected the TMC's plea when it moved the top court of the country against the Calcutta High Court order of transferring the case from the CID, the Bengal CID, to the CBI. That pitch came in from the Calcutta High Court when it comes to the case pertaining to the attack on the ED officers by the men belonging to Sheikh Shahjahan's camp. But we're getting some more breaking news now when it comes to the investigation into Sheikh Shahjahan, and News18 exclusively has access the 3 FIRs lodged by the CBI in the Sandeshkhali matter. Now, this is pertaining, ladies and gentlemen, to the attack on the ED team, which took place back in January. Now, all the 3 FIRs were lodged on the 5th of March, after which the CBI went to take custody of Shahjahan Sheikh. Remember, the CID, the Bengal police, said that they will not give the custody of Sheikh Shahjahan to the CBI, given that the matter was pending before the Supreme Court. Now, the CBI FIRs name Sheikh Shahjahan as accused number 1 and call him the convener of the TMC in Sandeshkhali. So that is the piece of breaking news that's coming in as the heat is on Sheikh Shahjahan and more pressure for the Bengal police to hand over Sheikh Shahjahan to the CBI as it investigates the case pertaining to the attack on the ED officers, which took place back in January. I'm joined by my colleague Aman Sharma on the broadcast when it comes to all the dynamics that are taking place in the state of West Bengal. Aman, when it comes to the entire optics between the BJP and the TMC, when it comes to the Sandeshkhali showdown, Prime Minister Modi launching that blitz against the TMC government, and the TMC not achieving any great reprieve even from the legal machinery.
Ayushman, see, these 3 FIRs that have been lodged by the CBI, we are exclusively accessing them. This is the FIR number 2, which has been lodged by the CBI, which names Shahjahan Sheikh as the main accused. This is an FIR lodged yesterday on 5th March. And in fact, the time on the FIR is also 4:30 p.m. in the evening. This was when, after lodging this FIR, CBI went to CID to claim the custody of Shahjahan Sheikh from them. The proper process has been followed, and look at the sections which have been put against Shahjahan Sheikh: rioting armed with deadly weapon, unlawful assembly, wrongful restraint, obstructing public servant in the discharge of public functions, even causing hurt and criminal intimidation. Very, very serious charges put by the CBI against Shahjahan Sheikh. And if I take you down to the FIR, here is where the CBI calls him the number 1 accused in this FIR, Shahjahan Sheikh, the convener of TMC Sandeshkhali, North 24 Parganas, is what the CBI is saying. This is the main FIR which the CBI has lodged after the Kolkata High Court judgment last evening, saying that 3 cases have been transferred to the CBI. This is the number 2 FIR which has been lodged by the CBI, which names Shahjahan Sheikh. In fact, there is a second FIR which has been lodged by the CBI. This is regarding when the ED had gone to raid Mr. Shankar Adhya, another TMC leader who was arrested, but there also the ED had faced a mob. So a second FIR, the FIR number 3, which I'm speaking about, the second FIR which the CBI has lodged is in that matter. And the third FIR is regarding the damage to public property, damage to ED vehicles, damage to media vehicles. There's a separate third FIR regarding this. So CBI has lodged 3 FIRs last evening, and on the basis of these FIRs, CBI has also attached in this FIR the entire High Court order, which has ordered the CBI to take over these cases on the plea of the Enforcement Directorate. And it was based on this legal document that CBI yesterday went to take the custody of Shahjahan Sheikh from the CID, West Bengal Police. What also sources are telling me that, the CBI clearly feels that it had all the legal rights to take the custody of Shahjahan Sheikh from CID, West Bengal, because not just there is a court order ordering them, they even lodged an FIR at 4:30 p.m. well before that, naming Shahjahan Sheikh as the accused, and there was no stay on his handover. There was an oral plea before the Supreme Court. There was not even a writ petition, and there was no ground on which the West Bengal police held on to Shahjahan Sheikh, and that is the reason that CBI is now saying that Shahjahan Sheikh should be immediately handed over back to them, handed over their custody. And we saw the Prime Minister, Ayushman, just now, a while back, while he was speaking in West Bengal, he said that why is the West Bengal government, why is the TMC government going out of its way, doing so much to save Shahjahan Sheikh? It is not trusting the women of the state, but it is going all out of its way to the High Court, to the Supreme Court, to ensure that Shahjahan Sheikh custody is not handed over to a central agency. The Prime Minister saying that, and this document from the CBI now is clearly putting it out in black and white, that Shahjahan Sheikh is the number 1 accused for the CBI in the case in which the attack was done on the ED, when ED went to arrest him on January 5th earlier this year at his house in Sandeshkhali. The CBI saying this is our main number 1 accused and we want his custody.
Absolutely, and now the legal decks are cleared when it comes to the CBI getting the custody of Shahjahan Sheikh. I'm also joined by Kamalika Sen Gupta on the broadcast. Kamalika, so looking at the sections as Aman was pointing out, rioting, armed with a deadly weapon, rioting with a deadly weapon, obstruction of justice, destruction of property pertaining to government property when it comes to the property belonging to the ED officers, including their vehicles. Now, all these sections where even Shahjahan Sheikh has been named, the number one accused, if you look at cases, back to 2019 as well, there were multiple other cases where Sheikh Shahjahan was named as the number one accused in the FIR, but when it came to the charge sheet, his name disappeared. There were warrants also which were put out, but he was never arrested. Now that these kind of cases are with the central agencies, now is it likely that the entire book, if you will be thrown at Sheikh Shahjahan?
Oh, definitely. If now Shahjahan goes to the central agency's custody, then he is really going to face the hate. Because from 2000, as you were also pointing out, 2019, I still remember that case. Because I have personally covered that case, and there the Shahjahan's name was there. And then, everything went in a grey mode, and then there were no Shahjahan. And now also in not only these cases, this was a case which was like a 5th January case, where this entire rioting which took place, actually the attack on ED, that was initiated by Sheikh Shahjahan. That has been accepted by the West Bengal police also. But the fact is, there are a lot of cases against Shahjahan that has come up now. That is 2 years old, or that is 1 year old, and how the police will substantiate that is a question definitely. But when it goes to central agency, then they are going to, he is going to really feel the heat, because in one hand the CBI is going to investigate, and then there will be other cases tagged into it that might happen. That's an apprehension of various persons, various experts out there from Sandeshkhali. And along with that, ED will also start their investigation as far as the alleged ration scam is there. You remember that Shahjahan's house, ED went the first day to Shahjahan's house for the ration scam. That's a huge alleged scam. And there also Shahjahan's involvement is there, that ED believes. So they have called Shahjahan for 4th time in ED office after he went missing. He did not come. In that case also ED will arrest. That's what we are getting from our sources.
Kamalika, I'm sorry to interrupt. We're getting a big piece of breaking news.